Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back for another video. In this video, I am going to be talking about dealing with depression as a creative. And first off, I want to say that this is from my point of view and how I deal with depression, as well as I am not licensed in psychology or anything medical. And one of the very important things is to remember when dealing with depression, it's very important to realize that you're depressed. And I say that because whenever you realize that, man, I am actually depressed and I don't feel normal. That is you being honest with yourself instead of thinking, this is just something temporary, when being honest with yourself makes it a lot easier. So for me personally, depression is something that I did not know how to deal with at first. It was something that over time, the more that I experienced it and that I was able to know how to deal with it effectively and honestly, it's not easy, but the more you do it, the better you will be at with dealing with it. And I say that with being honest with yourself and realizing that you are depressed. It just all ties back into being honest with yourself, because if you know that you should be doing something and you're not doing it, then you have to be honest with yourself. Like for me, for example, I know that I am going to be doing 2 videos a week, and if I am not feeling like doing the videos, I have to be honest with myself and realize, why are you not feeling like doing the videos? Why are you not fulfilling and doing what you said that you were going to do? And you have people waiting on videos from you. So anyhow, I feel like I got off topic there. So let's go ahead and get into the way that I deal with depression. So number 1, it is I'm honest with myself and realizing that I'm feeling off, as I had mentioned with being honest with yourself. And then number 2 is I take time to analyze and figure out what got me into this emotional state. Like for example, on Friday the 20th, I tried to purchase a plane ticket to fly back home for the holidays, and I was not able to do that because the prices went up, and it had me all feeling all kinds of ways. And then I just had to realize that me being upset by that was making me feel even more negative, and not my normal self, because my normal self, I'm not a very negative person, and I don't like being rude to other people. Hold on, I gotta put my headphones up because this is annoying me to look at. And I just feel as if whenever I am being a negative person that is resulting from me being depressed, I am not making anybody else's life better. And number 2, figuring out what got me into this emotional state. It's like what I just got into, figuring out what got you into that emotional state. And number 3, figure out how I will get out of this emotional state and into a better one. So for me, the way how I was able to get out of that emotional state of me feeling so angry and upset that I wasn't able to get back home to visit family was I wrote down the way how I was feeling. I have a little notebook that I keep in my desk that in the morning I just wrote down everything that had happened the past couple of days prior to me not being able to purchase a plane ticket. And then that just, it lifted some weight off my shoulders, and then I felt better. And I felt a sense of relief. And then I started to watch videos again that made me laugh. And you know how whenever you're watching videos and you just feel like you just have the video on and you're not even, it's like you're automatically tuned in to watch it, but you're not really watching it. If you know what I mean, you know, like whenever you're listening to music, but you're not listening to the lyrics, you're listening more to the beat, if that makes any sense. All right, so let's get to number 3. Oh, I just did number 3. Number 4 is getting back to work and getting refocused. Once I was able to get out of this whole feeling of upset and feeling like the world is against me because I wasn't able to get back home for the holidays to see my family, I said, you know what? After I had read a quote on Twitter, it was a quote that Nipsey Hussle had. It was something Nipsey Hussle had tweeted out. It was Merry Christmas and now get back to work. So me being the type of person I am, since you all know that I am a big fan of Nipsey Hussle and his whole movement and what he stood for. So after reading that, I said, you know what, let me get back to work. Got videos edited and uploaded, and then I thought to myself, I was like, can I say what I was, let me slow down. All right, so as I was saying on Instagram, if you follow me there, you saw me talk about it. So I have goals for coming up for 2020 that I am gonna write down, because writing goals down is a lot better than having them in your head. Because I do have goals in my phone. Some of them I accomplished and some that I did not. So I got to move those into 2020, and I'm definitely gonna accomplish those. And then there's some ones that are really gonna stretch me. And anyhow, let's continue on. And so those 4 things, that's what works for me with dealing with depression as a creative person, because a creative person, or just people in general, we can be our worst enemy. And it could go from a point of feeling as if you're not good enough, as if you're an imposter. And then another thing ties back into the imposter syndrome is that you know how to do it. You are just not doing it. You're not doing it because you're afraid to do it. And it's so deep. And I want to end the video with saying, do not worry. These things are normal to experience. And I say that they're normal to experience is because everybody deals with them. You may be a fan of a certain musician and be impressed by how how known they are and how big their fan base is. But they're just humans like me and you. The only difference is that more people know them and that their bank account is a bit bigger. And they've done a little bit more than what you have. And that's okay. All right, so, and over time, dealing with these things, you will develop confidence, and the belief you have in yourself will make a big difference. How I just mentioned that a lot of the people that we look up to, they deal with all these things, and the main thing that I have learned from my studying is that they just have confidence in themselves, and they believe in themselves, and they will stop no matter what. Because there's an artist, I'm guaranteed, that you look up to that you may consider great and others may consider terrible. They just had the belief in themselves and they didn't stop. All right, we're almost hitting the 10-minute mark. I want to say thank you so much for tuning into this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if you enjoy more videos like this, I will see you in the next video. As always, thank you so much for all your support, and hope you had a great holiday, a great Christmas, great Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. All right, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.